On today's episode of the Command Center podcast, guys, we got a Seattle Seahawks recap. We got skunks, ducks, and free sweaters all in that recap. What are we talking about? Stay tuned to find out. We got the Detroit Lions preview. We got a very special hell yeah or
hell no,
because it's done by our new intern, Amanda. It all starts right now.
This sweater was free.
Welcome to the Command Center podcast. I'm Logan Paulson here with Fred Smoot and Santana Moss. And as always, we're in the Big Bear AI Command Center studio.
Bear.
I know the season's not going well, Fred, but you guys have been really great to us and you've been supporting us all year. Remember, the number one way you can support us is by buying tickets using the QR code down there in the corner.
Yeah.
Really helps us out. I know this year's not going the way we want it to go, but if you want to go to a game, maybe check out the Detroit Lions
Still buy them tickets, man.
Hey, this is what I tell fans right now. When things get hard in the season, because it's like a relationship, good and bad, you got to be there. You got to be present. What would Browns fans do? Like the best fan base I think in the league is the Browns fans.
You love this bit
because I'm telling you, no matter what the Browns going through, I have never played in an empty stadium there.
Well, I saw a couple of fans do similar acts that the Brown fans used to do, and they had bags on their head. So
yeah.
So I saw a couple of bags. I saw a couple. I'm not sure if they were sitting in the stands with those bags, but when we was getting ready to do our post-game show, three guys walked by me and they had bags on their head.
No kidding.
No more.
Oh wow.
So I mean,
so they are bad to the Brown
I guess
fans.
they're listening to you, and they came up and showed you what a Brown fan would do.
Hey, fandom is deep. Like if you're gonna be a fan, be a fan. Don't be a fair weather fan. Like I hate fair weather fans. Like if you're gonna follow, you're gonna support, do it good through the bad. It don't matter. Show you who you are.
See, I'm from Miami, and that's where I grew up around, fair weather. So I'm okay with
you
it.
You want to be fair weather?
I expect it almost. Like
if it ain't 75, ain't nobody coming outside.
When you're bad, they gonna jump off the boat. Hey man, I'm gonna let you sink. I ain't going down with you.
I was gonna ask you, Fred, how was the postgame show, by the way?
Dreadful.
Really?
I listened. I rode home later. And Fred was, it was funny because I was listening. And
make sure you check out the postgame show with Fred, by the way.
It was because normally Fred going back and forth, getting at them, but he was just telling them that he was being Fred, but in a much calmer way. Like I was like,
I had my shrink on.
Yeah, I
got my shrink on.
I was like, this is not the fiery Fred going bat for bat, He was just saying some real stuff, and I was just like, that lets you know Fred was even fed up. Yeah. I say, damn, Fred fed up. He like, man, I mean, we can't get a break, so.
I just want to tell the truth. And what I try to do is not be emotional. Because you can be hot out the game, you can be cold out the game. I was just saying, I'm going to look at it for what it really is. You can't go to war without soldiers. Mm-hmm. Right? And if you keep losing your soldiers, eventually that other army is going to fight you. Yeah. And that's what's happening right now. You can't lose your starting running back, starting quarterback, number one receiver, not start with your right guard when the season starts. Lose 3 defensive ends, lose your safety, lose. If you keep losing, it'll equal to a loss. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. If you keep losing people, it'll equal to a loss.
It's a great point. And so one of the reasons I asked you about that is because I feel like fans, and rightfully so, are probably pretty upset. I think they're probably looking for someone to share in them being frustrated. And just so you guys know, we are frustrated. But like we approach this in a different way.
Because we've been in a losing locker room.
Yeah, I think we kind of try to embrace the mindset that we had as players. And again, we'd be frustrated, but there's no benefit to being mad. Like when people say, they should fire everybody and cut this person and trade this guy, get ready for the draft next year. It's like, as I'm just speaking for myself. I think I'm speaking for all of us. As players, it was like, we got to get ready for the next one.
Yeah. That's it.
You know what I'm saying?
That's it. We got to move forward.
Yeah, we not crashing and burning. I mean, we not finna just crash, like how they say the YNs. We not crashing out and not thinking about tomorrow. No, honestly, because I feel like a lot of the fans have that mentality where they're just gonna crash out. Oh, let's fire everybody. And okay, so what are we gonna do next week? I mean, like who's gonna be the interim? Who's gonna be the next guy? Like it's not that bad. And I think if you look at it with a different mindset and say, this is just like you going to work and bombing at work, like not being a good employee. Yeah. You think your boss should fire you immediately because you came late every week? You know what I mean? Or every day of that week. So no, you just have to understand
this is what I try to get to them.
Everybody has their right to have a fair chance.
The success we had last year, this GM, this head coach, these players with the same ingredients we had in the pot, making that food last year. All right. Now the food just don't taste as good as it did last year. All right. The meal ain't turned out how we wanted it to turn out. All right, that don't mean you turn your back and walk off. Yeah. That mean you gonna stick through it and you gonna ride with us? You ain't. And that's the thing about it. How did you get spoiled in 12 months after all the stuff we took y'all through? I mean, we took y'all through decades of losing. And all of a sudden you want to get prissy? Like all of a sudden, because we went to the NFC Championship, your doo-doo don't stink no more. That's how you want to act.
You want to say something else.
Yes. That's what I'm saying. How all of a sudden do you switch up that quickly?
Yeah. How all of a sudden you got a nice outfit and now you the baddest thing in school?
That's what I want to know.
You just covering up the mess that once was.
Yeah. So I guess my point is like we're gonna talk through this. We're gonna break it down. We're gonna try to give the solutions best we can. I think that's something we're gonna try and do here, and just try to give context on it. So if you want people upset, and this is us not telling you not to be upset.
Yeah, you can be mad.
Like we're frustrated. I was frustrated after the game, right? On the post-game show with Tana. Like it's hard to talk about this game, right?
Yeah.
But I think it's something like we're going to try and provide you with scaffolding of what we think is going on, give you good analysis, and kind of approach it like, at 10, how long did you play in the league? 13 years?
14.
14. How long did you play, Fred?
10.
9. And then I played for 10, right? So
CTE.
Yeah, it is CTE, no doubt. But we have a lot of experience here.
I just think it's always funny how Fred gonna give you something that's not right, and I'm glad you always know. Like when he's lying, he gonna say 10. Knowing it. This dude here, man. My bad, dog. I'm cutting you off, dog. My bad.
It's so true though. Like we just know each other so well now. I knew it was gonna happen.
Knew he was gonna.
Y'all don't bother me, man. If it's two people in this world that don't bother me, I don't listen to you, and I don't listen to you.
I don't say much to you. I just laugh at you because I leave you alone. I let
y'all
you be.
Don't bother me. Like the only other person that got enough hate in his heart to do the stuff y'all do is Jason. All right?
Oh, I thought you were gonna say Fletch. Dude, I
don't pay attention.
On Booth Review, I called Fletch Fred by accident. He was so hurt by that.
No, we look nothing alike.
No, you don't.
I'm finna say like
he's way prettier than you.
No, he's not. Like sometimes we gotta tell the truth about things.
But anyway, my point was, we have about 34 years of experience in the NFL here, give or take 1 year with Fred.
35.
Yeah, 35. So, like, we're going to try and give you that perspective, and that's what we're here for. All right, so let's get into this Seattle's recap, and we're going to get into it like it's a cold bucket of water because it's not fun to get into.
Yeah.
And this was a little bit of a reality check for this team, really reality check for the fan base. Who wants to start with their first takeaway?
Look at me.
Yeah, no one wants to start.
Nobody want none of that smoke. They came and lit the field up. You hear me?
I'll start with this.
Oh
Okay,
my
let's start with a conversation around this. Pressure by the Seattle defense versus no pressure by the Washington defense. And I think that's a really good place to start. So let's talk about why they're giving up pressures on offense and why we're having a hard time creating pressures on defense.
When I go through it, I see an offensive line that wasn't dominant like we was last year as a group. But you have to dice up the individual play. Mm-hmm. But we got leaks in the roof. All right? That's what it is. Like guys usually don't send pressure at running quarterbacks. Mm-hmm. All right, that's just a thing. As a defensive player, we usually don't send pressure at running quarterbacks because it's going to be a lane. And usually my defensive coordinator never want us to turn our back to a running quarterback. Mm-hmm. So it tells me a lot when a team say, you know what, we're going to light them up because we don't think they can protect him.
But I also, and I don't mean to cut you off, I also believe that, sometimes you need to cut your line off. So I'm going to cut you off. I take it back. I don't apologize for cutting you off. I do believe, though, that when you have a running quarterback that has been out, you test them.
Yeah, to see where you're at.
So I'm going to see where you're at.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure if it's solely on our line. I think sometimes it gets beyond that.
So you think it's situational?
I just think sometimes we have, just from what I'm watching, with my naked eye, and then sometimes when I go back and watch film, that's always an added man that they can't block and that's normally left to the running back or left to us to pick up that and left to the quarterback to say, okay, now it's somebody I should be throwing to right now. And I think that they're getting home with schemes. You know what I mean? Bringing another guy or two, whether he's late or whether he's on the second line of defense. And to me, that's what's been our problem, more so than just our guys up front protecting him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so a couple things. Let's talk about, you guys said a lot of smart things. Leaks in the roof. So I think, and Fred, you said when you parcel out the offensive line, one of the things that comes to my mind when I watch it is like individually, if you were just to say, I'm going to watch Josh Connerly for 50 snaps, I'm going to watch Cosme for 50 snaps, it's not bad individually.
Yeah.
I think what happens is when it's together, they're not playing quite on the same page.
They're not in sync.
And so why is that? We're here for why. Yeah. Why is that going on? And what I look at is Cosme and Connerly have played 2 weeks of football together.
They haven't been out there long enough.
Chris Paul and Laramie Tunsil have played 4 weeks of football together. No. That is traditionally not enough time for them to know each other in the way that is required on combinations and pass protection. So as you play better teams, and say what you want about Seattle, that's the number one run-stopping defense in football right now.
One of the top defenses in the league.
They create pressure with 4 at a very, very high rate. That is a good front. When I talked to some of my coaching buddies around the league, they were like, this is going to be way more challenging than anybody in the DMV thinks and knows at the moment. It's because they're good in the front. So, I think the offensive line is still gelling. Yeah. We're working on our leaks. We're patching roofs. We're doing that kind of thing, right? Mm-hmm. And then I think, like, we'll get to Tana's point here in a second, but we got to build those relationships, and they're going against people that are elite. Really freaking good. Elite. Like Leonard Williams, I know everyone hears that name and they think of him in New York. He might be the best interior defensive player in the NFL right now.
In the league. Mm-hmm. After what he did last year, you would have thought those 12 sacks was enough, and that interception for 90 yards was enough. He didn't even get All-Pro.
Yeah, it's crazy.
He going to get All-Pro this year because he has been changing the line of scrimmage. And when I say dominating, he has been a dominating factor inside.
Yeah, like I think about a play from the game where like Laramie Tunsil and Chris Paul have had some of, I'm not exaggerating, the best double teams I've ever seen in the NFL. They get on him, and it's like they're trying to wrangle a bear. You know what I'm saying? And they have been killing people. Yeah. So he's just a different cut of dude right now. Yeah. The other thing I want to say is, Tana said it's beyond the line. I totally agree. And what I will say is, if you get into third down versus Seattle, they are going to bring well-designed, well-schemed, well-executed third down pressure packages where you're getting to 4-man overloads, you're hiding the fourth rusher, you're attacking the man side of the protection. And what did Seattle do? Yep. Surprise, surprise. They did what they've done to everybody this entire year, and they did that. So when I think when you look at it, you say the offensive line's still gelling, Seattle's really good, and schematically, Seattle's really good. And we are not good enough right now on first and second down.
We're not.
To keep us out of those third down situations.
Yeah, third and long, make you wrong.
We was in third and long. I mean, I blinked my eye. I had just gotten to the suite, and it was 3rd and 15. I'm like, damn. Yeah. What happened?
Third and long will treat you wrong.
Oh, Lord have mercy. I'm like, we behind the sticks already. I'm talking about the first series. Like, we just talked about this. You know what I'm saying?
And then I think the thing that was the most surprising, because I knew that group was good. I knew the offensive line was going to have a tough day. Yeah. Like, I thought they performed admirably against a really good defensive line. The thing that really surprised me was the coverage of Seattle.
Oh, man, yeah.
Oh, my.
That did not surprise me. I felt like Witherspoon.
But they didn't play a lot of man, though.
Yeah, no, they didn't. Yeah. But guess what? Why wouldn't you play man against us with no outside threats?
Because they play that cover. It's like that zone match.
They play this match. Yeah. But why match when you have no threats?
But Fred, like I'm talking blanketed concept.
You have no threats. Yeah. Like, listen to me.
No, because you normally feel like you will play man because you have no threats. Because I feel like my man just that much better.
He won't beat me.
But you like, oh well. We're gonna send them and still find a way to get over these guys and show them that it's nowhere to throw the ball at.
Like I'm trying to verbalize this right now. I have very rarely have I seen coverages that are so comprehensive in their coverage. Yeah. Well, and so everyone's like, is Jaden Daniels seeing it well? I'm like,
it's nothing to see.
Yeah.
All right, check this out. See, me and Tanner know about this. When Mama cooked them mashed potatoes and them smothered pork chops. Smothered. You hear that word?
Smothered.
That's what they did to our wide receiver. Smothered them. And it was this thing where I watched them. Sometimes they weren't even backpedaling.
Yeah.
They knew the ball got to come out now. All right, the ball got to come out now, and you ain't fast. All right, the ball got to come out now, and you ain't no threat. It's like being at a stoplight, and the dude pull up beside you, and he in the station wagon.
Yeah,
and he revved that engine.
Boy, you ain't going.
You ain't got nothing for me. All right, what you doing?
I saw Troy Aikman trying to I guess he was just trying to give his analysis on. Right now, they bringing this guy.
Yeah.
And so, on the interception that Jaden threw, and he was like, hey.
Which I think he's trying to throw out of bounds, by the way.
Yeah, and that's what I thought, too. That's the first thing I said. I said, he's throwing that out of bounds because we didn't have a hot read. You would have thought, basically, Troy was like, this guy should have a slant here, right now. It should be his hot read that guy came through a slant. No, everybody don't have that built in. Maybe a guy over here probably could have been open, but Jaden saw that heat so quick. He did the best he could do, and he heaved that thing. That dude made a terrific catch.
Toe tap. Remind me of myself.
And so I was kind of
remind me of myself.
I made a play like that against Seattle, man. I made a play like that.
I can't even finish my take on this dude here, dog.
Hey, when I saw the interception, the first thing came to my mind, you done that.
2001.
No,
Seattle.
I did that. I did that same thing. Toe tapped on that same sideline to end the game.
All this football you've been watching, you do. That's the first.
Thing came to my mind was like, hey, that was you. Decade ago. That's all I'm saying. Like, great play. Like, I can admire a DB from afar. All right? Just because we playing against a DB don't mean I got to hate him.
But he's saying he's admiring it by saying it's me.
You ain't got you be causing me to curse, bro. I'm about to curse. I had to catch myself, bro. Lord have mercy.
Listen. It reminds me of a play I once made.
I love this guy, man. I love you, dude.
Yeah, but they was right though, man. Like they was like I expected some of the things that we saw.
Yeah.
But I didn't expect them to be as dominant. You know what I mean?
No, they was dominant.
I was like, these guys was gonna fly around.
First quarter to the fourth.
They was dominant to the point I was like, they look better than when McDonald was in
Detroit.
No,
Baltimore. I was like, bro, they look because in Baltimore it was the names and the defense.
Yeah.
Some of these guys had names. Some of them we knew, like Witherspoon and some of them.
Yeah.
But I'm like, who is that?
Yeah.
Who
they
made
run
that
into
play?
that ball. They run into that ball.
Warrior, man, was super impressive. But so what I'm saying is, everyone's like, oh, Jaden Daniels, did he see it? Well, I thought he was seeing it fine. I think the one thing I'd say, if we're giving constructive feedback to Jaden Daniels, is like maybe we get the ball to the back on some checkdowns here every once in a while instead of running.
Take what they give you.
But even that stuff, there's sometimes like where it's quick game and it's like we got to hit this out. Blanketed.
It wasn't there.
Go over the ball, blanketed. It's like
wasn't there.
All right, well, I guess I'm running now.
He couldn't even gather his thoughts to throw to a check down. What you mean? I mean, it was guys in his lap.
No.
Dude, it was so funny when I was watching film. I was like, they were running like a stick, and then they were running like spacing, like where it's sit, and then instead of a sit, it's like a dig they run. And I was like, man, it's man coverage. Like maybe he could make this throw, but there's Leonard Williams is right in his face. And I'm like, what are you doing right now, Paulson? Like that would be one of the craziest plays ever. And so like when you're asking him to elevate like that, it's really tough. So anyway, that's to me why they created so much pressure. Great coverage, great rush. For a myriad of reasons. We'll talk about solutions here in a second, but let's also talk about why the defense had a hard time creating pressure, maybe. What do you think?
That offensive coordinator is the one that used to be at the Broncos.
Kiffin.
No, it's not Kiffin.
Well, that's his son. That's Kubiak's son.
Kubiak.
Yeah.
No, it's Kubiak.
It's Kubiak's
sorry, I said
right?
That's my bad. That's me. That's the CTE crap went up there again.
And that's that when they run the ball, it's that long stretch zone.
Play action.
And then they do that play action. That's why I am so keen at putting the quarterback on the center.
Yeah.
They were under center a little bit more this year.
Yeah, we were. But it does something to us on defense that we go reaction, not proactive. All right? We cannot – it's like when you hike the ball and you put that long arm out there, it's like we just waiting. Mm-hmm. For them 2 seconds, we are just waiting to see, all right, it's going to be a gap in the run because we're waiting to see is it a run. Mm-hmm. It's going to be a gap. Big old pitches in the backfield, big holes in it, because we're waiting. We're waiting to see what is it. And when you wait like that, you're a second behind. Yeah. And when you're a second behind, my keister burnt. Mm-hmm. The defensive line, if it's a run game, They're running back 3 yards up the field. That's why I always hated playing Denver. I always hated playing Denver because they're going to run that stretch, they're going to run that zone, and off of that zone, they're going to run that play action, and it's going to be windows so big a ghost can walk through.
I think also, too, just watching how, like, they set the pocket. They would sit in the pocket in situations for him to make sure he just wasn't a sitting duck. You know what I mean? Like, it's one thing you drop back, and now it's just it's one of those lanes, it's one of those alleys for our rushers to be like, all right, this isn't hard. They was moving him around like, you know how like you see a normal boot or a waggle where he gets way outside?
Way outside.
It was almost like, I'm gonna show them a waggle, but I'm gonna sit high. I'm gonna sit high and boom.
Yeah.
And what we didn't really know about Sam Darnold, I think we knew it, but we didn't believe it.
Yeah.
He got a gun.
No, he got a cannon.
A rifle.
Yeah.
He was sitting back that thing like, get off my lawn. Bah!
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like he was shooting guys.
Did you just shoot a gun? Bah!
Hey, bro, I was sitting there like, whew.
Well, dude, remember watching film last week? Like, he's got some.
Bro, that thing was even the one when T.O. was right there on the guy.
Yeah.
T.O. threw his arm like, and that ball
but that thing slid right in there.
That ball just perfectly went by his ear.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? So it was just like one of them situations like, bro, if you don't get to this dude, it's gonna be a long one.
It's gonna be a long one.
I think we all said that all last week, and he did not let us down from what we thought we saw on film.
We didn't give him no pressure, and I tell you what, that Jackson Smooth and Jibber, he can get down there and get it.
That thing was like
Did you hear
poetry in
you hear what he
motion.
said?
What?
Jackson Smoot and Jake.
That's what I call my son.
Can we get out of this show without him talking to himself in third person, second person?
No, that's what I call my son.
Yeah, but get out of here, man.
Call your son.
No,
Jackson Smoot.
No, when I study my son, I tell him all the time, I want you to study this kid because that's who I think you play like.
Yeah.
Jackson. And so when we in the game, I'm texting him after the game. It's like I call him Jackson Smoot and Jiggle.
I feel so sorry. I feel so sorry for your creation because I know that he's gonna have a little piece of you, and you've already told me you had to tell him to humble himself a few times.
I have.
Just imagine if you're telling him that in 10th grade right now. Oh Lord,
I have, but I do call him Jackson Smoot and Jiggle.
This dude here, man.
So the one thing that stuck out to me, Costanza's talking about quarterback, dealing, setting the pocket, all true. One of the things I would say is I felt like we had a really hard time stopping the run, which Fred talked about. And I don't like agreeing with Fred, but we did. And so what they do with him is really smart, Sam Darnold. They don't ask him to do
much
heroic things.
Yeah.
Like keepers and boots. They ran like probably 4 or 5 of those. Like those are easy reads. You're out of the pocket, de-stresses the offensive line, negates the pass rush, right? So great job schematically by them. Hey, we've got a couple quick answers like on choice routes. Jackson Smith and Jigba choice, Jackson Smith and Jigba choice takeoff, right? Like those are easy reads. We got like a little seam, right, off of play action, dot. So they really kind of said, we're not going to make this too hard for you, Sam Darnold, and we're going to run the football. So what I would say, and this is, again, we're offering solutions on this show, is can we find a way to be better on first down? Because if we are, like the rush, we're having a hard time with a 4-man rush. Fred talked about at the top of the show, we're banged up, right? Like the guy that was leading the team in sacks is hurt. Dietrich Wise, who was a monster in training camp, got hurt.
Baptiste
also, who was very good, like when he was in, got hurt. So now we're kind of piecemealing this thing together. How do we help that group? We got to tilt the deck to our favor, right? Got to be good on first and second down.
Situational.
And then when it's 3rd and 8, 3rd and 9, then let's bring that exotic pressure we saw in training camp. We saw earlier this year when we were like top 3 in sacks in the NFL over the first 3 games of the year.
Yeah.
Like we were able to create pressure.
No, we created pressure without having to send the extra guy.
Anyway, let's finish up this Seattle Seahawks preview real quick. So pressure versus no pressure, I think that was one of the biggest stories of the game. Yeah. We try to give you some solutions to that, how best to handle it.
Yeah.
The next thing would be explosive plays. Like we talked about that all week, right? Yeah. We said we got offensively, we got to find some explosive chunks, and we were able to. But then you look at Seattle, and they're able to find explosive chunks. And I look at the explosive chunks Seattle was able to find, and they're incredibly frustrating because a lot of them come on coverage busts and communication errors.
And that's the most, like, when we go back and watch film as a defense, we can take getting beat one-on-one. We can take a man just being better. But when it's communication problems and breakdowns. Now we giving it to you.
Yeah.
We don't want to give you nothing.
Yeah, I think you almost fail. You see, you notice I'm cutting you off a lot now.
Yeah, I'm gonna say.
Yeah,
you on the road.
I don't care. I think you basically, it's like when I see a guy doing this, and I'm a quarterback, I'm going right at him because right now you're telling me that you're lost or you shouldn't be talking that far into the play. You know
That's
what I'm
a great point, Dan.
Like you cannot be out there
like looking around,
like that, bro. That's a wounded duck. You know how them ducks walk out the street and one of them, and you like, oh man, he ain't gonna make it.
Man, I ain't seen no handicapped duck.
There's a lot of them.
Did I tell you what happened to my dog?
A lot of ducks be walking and they can't keep up with the pack.
Speaking of handicapped ducks, did you hear what happened to my dog the other day?
No, what happened?
So my wife letting the dog for a walk. She drops the leash. He goes off. Comes back.
Lord.
Got a skunk in his mouth.
Oh, skunk!
Lord.
So he's all sprayed up by the skunk. My dog's a sweetheart. So she just puts that thing down on the porch and is like, look what I found. And the skunk is doing its messed up walk. So my wife's like, oh, all right, well, we'll call animal control. Calls animal control, and the guy's like, well, the skunk's probably got rabies, so we got to make sure that your dog's up to date.
Don't have rabies. Yeah.
Yeah, so like make sure you take care of those rabies shots.
That's crazy, bro.
But like imagine the mess. So like go give the dog a bath, the whole thing. Guy comes, oh, you got to get your shot, the booster for the rabies.
I was looking at my dog like, you gonna stay outside tonight. you gonna go and get that damn
How did
skunk.
we get to a dog with a skunk in his mouth and a handicapped duck? Like, what's wrong with us?
He was saying that we were looking at.
Basically, I'm just saying, like like those guys are like sitting wounded ducks. When you sitting back there talking, and the quarterback in his cadence, he like, oh yeah, I'm finna light him up.
Yeah.
You cannot be in that situation. That's a sign of weakness. And don't get me wrong, you might look at it as like, because I've seen you guys do it so many times, and that's a wrap.
Yeah,
I'm watching guys in a whole conversation. Like what's going on?
Yeah.
Like, what do we not?
Yeah.
What do we not know to this point right now? You know what I mean?
So one of the benefits of being on the sideline, Tana, is you after those plays happen, you can go over and you can kind of stand, and they're talking through it still on the sideline. You know what I mean? So I think getting some of that stuff cleaned up, Joe Wick coming to the sideline, I think it'd be really helpful for that too, because the guy that architects the defense can come and be like, I want you to do it like this, and just clean it all up right there.
I like
in that
my
moment.
coordinator to be right in the battle with me.
Someone asked me that too, and I liked when the coordinator's on the sideline too.
I love when my I don't like that phone.
I like to call them because they see it differently from up there.
No, I understand the
from
angle.
offensive standpoint.
But defense,
I'm not saying defense.
I love when we can have this not grudge match, but we can have this back and forth, like in the midst of the battle. Like it's something about it. Like I love coming back to the sideline and be like, my coordinator always gonna ask what happened out there. Like even if we went 3 and out, like they want to know what happened out there. And in face to face in the war, I can describe this way better to you, Coach. They doing this. They going 4x1. They trying to attack the weak side. They doing this. They doing this. And I just hope he comes to the sideline. Like I'm begging him to come to the sideline.
No, he comes to the sideline. They already said it.
Yeah. Like I want him on the sideline. I need my guy to be on the sideline so I can go to war with you right now and tell you what the hell is going on.
And so Tana likes him in the booth, and I think it's good.
It's a little different for offenses, though. You know what I mean?
But they can see it. But I always like when like Kyle or Sean could be like, "Hey, how's that guy playing you?" Or like, what's the front? Is he head up or is he? You know what I'm saying? And you're like, "Oh, he's right
Is he
here."
a shade outside?
Because I feel like Kyle was always on the sideline with us. So
yeah, he was.
You know what I mean? So it was.
It's preference.
It wasn't really nothing wrong with him being there, you know. But I didn't mind when I used to get off the sideline. Hey, you see this, blah blah, and then the coaches that will call you down, they be like, hey, they was playing this, blah blah blah. I want you to do this next time. When you're on the sideline, don't get me wrong, you might feel like you're in the mix as a coach. So if you feel like you're better off there, then I'm all for it. But I don't really have a preference. I just, we all one of those guys, like when we out there working, we working. You know, I shouldn't need your help once I'm out there, you know?
No, I need to communicate. Like that's a big thing, especially like if we run one of these very like sophisticated defenses, I need to know to dot my I's and cross my T's.
Yeah. My question is like, why are we so far off from last year when it comes to what we did in the secondary?
See, this is where we're not.
I know, but I'm just wondering why that one man or that one or those two men can make things look so different.
We're not making excuses here, but I do think context is important, and I'm going to get killed for this because I killed for this.
We ain't trying to.
But what I'm going to say is that like the strength of schedule this year is tougher.
Yeah, that
we
is
are
tougher.
playing better football teams.
We play legit teams.
And you know-
Everybody we play legit.
And you know what better football teams do? Is they put you in bad spots.
Yeah.
Like I look at what Seattle was doing, like you got change of strength motions, you got shift in the back, you got man zone motion indicators, you got your best receiver in the backfield, which they for sure got from Atlanta, like when they did. So they're putting you in stuff. You talked about Sam Darnold's talent. You talked about the talent of Jackson Smith and Jigba. Think about Kansas City. Think about all these teams we've played that are on the uptick in terms of talent, right? It's like they're going to show, you know, they talk about like pressure burst pipes.
Yeah.
When you play a good football team, and I feel this, like I'm a high school football coach, so I feel this at the high school level. I don't want to play a bunch of scrubs.
No.
I want to know
test yourself.
where we're at. And this is what this is telling us.
Yeah.
Showing you.
Versus the best of the best, week in and week out.
We ain't that good.
This is where we're at.
This is where we at.
So check this out. Tell me this. Now that we lose Lattimore, Center still go to the outside again, and then you put
he gonna have to go to the outside. Like he don't have a choice.
But he's like banked those reps, though. I don't want to move two people to replace you know
one. I totally understand. When we in 3 DBs, he'll probably still be the nickel.
yeah.
All right.
And then when
He'll
in first down,
Yeah,
But
but
you put
first
6
down,
in the inside.
So
now.
anytime it's 21 personnel, he'll be outside.
Okay.
That's fine.
in base.
Yeah, in base. So
It's a good point.
So
Yeah,
who's
yeah.
gonna be the outside guy?
I think probably Jones, right?
Jonathan Jones will be a guy. Is Trey Amos healthy?
That's a great point. He was dinged up.
No, like he was dinged up. Because Jackson Smoot and Jigma gave him that thing off that line a couple of times. And listen, he's learning.
You were waiting to say that. You know that, right?
No, what I'm saying.
It face guy, his smile.
I know, I like when he
before
makes
even
that,
said
when
it,
he
he
makes
was
that little
smirking.
face. Yeah.
No, seriously.
Gave him that
No,
thing.
seriously,
Gave him that
shut
thing
your
on sound.
mouth.
That was a pause. That was a pause.
No, listen.
Gave him that thing.
As an ex-corner.
I care what you say.
Hey,
Gave him that thing.
as an ex-corner, I done had that thing got gave to me off of that
Pause.
line.
I'm gonna say pause
And
for
when
you.
This is all going to be out of the show, by the way. So
No. I done had a dude just like, this dude dance? Like Chad was like that. Chad could come off the line of scrimmage
Yeah, I'm like, what are you talking about?
and dance on you to the point where you couldn't keep up with it. Because I ain't gonna lie, we are taught to look at your chest, not your hips. All right?
Okay.
When we impress man,
Okay.
I'm not. The thing you can worst do is look at a wide receiver hips and try to follow his hips. You can't do that. I can follow your chest. All right. And when I seen Amos up there on the line against Jackson, I was like, he looking at his hips. Don't do that. Like, because he came off of there, stuttered him, opened up, then took off outside. I was like, oh my
well,
God.
I think in that clip that you showed us, his ability, Jackson Smith and Jigba, to move laterally,
Yes.
and move his chest and his hips.
He doing the MC Hammer.
Because there's some people who can do the footwork stuff, you
Yeah.
know, but like to get your torso to get that like basketball crossover to your
Yeah.
work, like that's always.
I think he has that because he's not
The biggest guy.
No, it's not about being the biggest guy. He's not overly fast. He's quick and has enough getaway.
Burst.
You know what I mean? He has that burst. Like when you watch him, it ain't no just. It's like it's like he cruised.
What was that?
it's cruising.
He
Was that a
cruising.
Volvo?
It was a Jetta.
That boy said,
It was a souped up
not a
Jetta.
Lamborghini, but right up in there. You know
It
what I'm
was a
saying?
souped up Jetta. Nah, but he's like, because you get most guys. See, this is the thing that I always say about most receivers. You always mention about a guy being fast that can stop is the most deadliest guy.
Deadly.
He's not that kind of guy. He's quick and has a burst.
Yeah.
And his stop and start is the best of
Oh,
all.
when he
You know what I mean?
stop
Like
is-
he can dance.
Yeah.
This guy has footwork. You know what I mean? I saw this guy do so many moves on the line of scrimmage, down the field. I'm like, well, this guy can stop and start it again and do it and cross and do. You know what I mean? He was doing all that stuff. You know how like they have that. They had that clip out. You got to be fluent.
Yeah.
You got to be.
No, it's like pulling
He's
down
like-
the screen and you
he's
pull
like-
by that store and
like-
that dude, they got that balloon
He say,
thing.
it's in the hips. It's in it.
But-
like you watching him, it's in his hips.
but that's
Yeah.
like too much though. Like the fluent.
Yeah,
one.
yeah, you don't have to do all that. But I'm just saying, like, those coaches that having these guys do all that,
Yeah.
it's in him already.
He was born with it.
bingo.
Yeah,
That's what
I mean,
was trying to say.
he definitely looks apart. So that's kind of our quick recap of the Seattle game.
Yeah.
Tough one.
Yeah.
We feel you. We're with you.
Tough ain't the word.
Yeah, it's and hopefully they can figure something out here.
Belt to gluteus maximus. It's gonna happen in the league.
Belt to glutes.
Listen, it happens in the league.
That's that belt wake you up out your sleep.
No, that's that. I just left out the bathroom, taking that shower, and Dad is just waiting around that corner.
I rebuke you.
That's that when you see that. And that's one of your siblings, you gonna sit by the bed for him and talk to him. It's gonna be all right.
You all right?
It's gonna be all right.
When you ask him, dude, you all right?
If you need me to go get you a snack tonight, I know you can't get up.
That's when you eat that snot coming down.
You need some milk.
Well, speaking of belt to glutes, last week, Tana put belt to glutes on Fred with these reads.
Yeah.
Because we got paid.
He did.
I mean, we counted the votes. Jason counted the votes up.
Yeah.
It was belt to glutes, Fred.
It happens, man. You know.
And I'm just saying, like, we're talking.
Because I ad-lib Tanner, he don't ad-lib me back. That's what it is.
So you're sitting here trying to tell me you helped me win. You helped me beat you.
But hey, that's not the feedback, right? Yeah. Someone texted Jason and said, "Hey, we don't want Fred ad-libbing over Tana's race."
Man.
He's just trying to. He knows Tana's doing something good,
so I'm just adding to the pieces
and just trying to cut in there.
No, you was trying to dirty up the game. That's what you're trying to do. You was like, let me start doing something. chill, yeah. Talking about eat. What'd you say you said? What?
My ACT score?
No, who you said you was again?
The Reed Rainbow, Lamar.
Oh, you say Jeezy. That's what you said, Young Jeezy.
Yeah, Young Jeezy.
I was going to say Ball Greasy, but you said Young
Ball Greasy.
So, Fred, are you going to fix this or are we going to?
I am going to fix this.
Are you going to pull it out?
Go.
This for Reed Rainbow right here. This right here.
What we got.
This is for the 90s right here. All right.
Okay, here we go. Arthur Wheeler. This is right up your alley. This is your read. Let's go.
All right. 1, 2, 3.
Okay, here we go.
Attention, football fans. Are you ready to kick off the season with something special? Arthur Wheeler Spirits Company has opened up a distillery and tasting lounge less than 15 minutes down south of the Commanders in Northwest Stadium. All right. And we are ready to be your go-to destination for all things spirit. Yes, there's spirits and alcohol. Whether you're tailgating, hosting, an ultimate game day party, or just enjoying quality drinks, Arthur Wheeler Spirits Company has you covered. Like the Commander's secondary when Fred Smoot was a part of it. We got the perfect lineup to keep your celebration going strong. All information you need is at arthurwheelers.com.
Fred, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, Fred. Mm-hmm. Dude, why are your hands are sweaty, dude?
What is wrong with you putting yourself in everything?
It was good. Hey, Tanner, like, he brought that now.
He brought it. But when he said Fred Smoot, I was like, he just killed it.
You are like 5 for 5 today.
Put myself in stuff.
They do not want to do
talking about PBU, Fred Smoot. Yeah. Talking about your son's wide receiver
Jackson
skills.
Smoot and Jiggle.
You won't read the rainbow?
Let's see.
Lamar?
You want Lamar?
Tan actually does pretty good impressions, so let's see what we got here.
Nah, I ain't gonna do no reading.
Do this Bluefoot style for it.
That's how you want it? You should have said that a long time ago. All right, Commanders fans, you know it's me, yours truly, Bluefoot. This is for you. Level up with the brand new AAA Commanders MVP membership. You will receive all benefits of AAA, such as 24/7 roadside assistance, plus chances to win game tickets. You heard me. Game tickets. You can win them. Just go ahead and sign up. Access to exclusive team events and experiences, along with 15% off Commanders gear at the online pro shop. Already a AAA member? Add Commanders MVP membership for free.
For what?
For free. You heard me, Fred. You like that, huh? You and BC both. Head to AAA.com/Commanders to upgrade or join the squad and put your fandom in dry.
Dude, you guys, I will say, both brought it today. Both brought it. It's going to be a tough vote. It's going to be a tough vote, boys. Hey, we do have round 2, though. So let's see. Maybe there's a deciding factor in those reads. Okay, let's get to it. So now we got the Detroit Lions coming to town.
Doom, 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 doom.
NFC Championship replay.
Yeah.
So.
All right. Here go the thing about this rematch. We're them, and they us.
Yeah.
All right? We beat up. All right?
We beat up like they were.
Bad.
We beat up like them, but guess what? They got that snarl on. You know how?
But can we match? Because they was beat up last year in the NFC Championship. I mean, not the NFC Championship, but in the NFC, what game that was? That was the second game,
1 second.
right?
I just got an update on something.
What you got?
Talk to me.
You stole a sweater from game day.
Oh, yes, you did.
I did stole this well.
Because you like free stuff so much.
I like free stuff. Like, listen to me. You don't put stuff in my face and then say here
From the set.
and then want it back.
And that's what I'm saying. That's why I said he took the word for free.
I love free stuff. Who don't love free stuff?
He must look. What's one thing of saying, hey, this is for free, then stealing it and,
Saying it's for free.
claiming it was for free. No,
No.
Which sweater was it, by the way?
They said
It was nice
It
now.
was a
It was a
Lululemon
Commander's
Washington Commander sweater.
It was nice.
They set it down and said, "Hey, present this," and afterwards, nothing.
See, normally when we on set, me and B Mitch always present the stuff, and we jokingly say, "It's my size, I'm gonna take it." We was joking about it, and he.
And I said yes. And then I get texts later that night. You got the sweater? Yes, I got the sweater, and I'm keeping the sweater. Like, what do you mean? Like, this is what
It wasn't for you.
It's a difference between free and stealing. Do you not think that? Like, can we agree? Can we agree to that?
Yeah, there is a difference, Fred. I'm not sure you know what it is based on this story.
No. Jason did this. This is what happened.
But it's typical you though, Fred. I just want to know how many other things you know quietly walked out here with.
Quietly freed. You freed them.
You said it
He
right.
got home and say,
I freed them from incarceration.
Hey, these were for free.
I freed them from incarceration. Like, listen, even when it comes to Arthur Wheeler and alcohol,
You're freeing it.
the only thing better than alcohol is free alcohol. Right? When you put the word free in front of something,
Tastes better.
it takes it to another
Now,
level.
when we did their grand opening, that was for free. They gave us alcohol.
They gave us alcohol.
Don't go over there and think you just going to take some
No,
alcohol.
I knock on the door. I heard y'all giving away free alcohol. All right? Hey, listen. I thought that
Don't go over there.
sweater. I thought that Lululemon sweater, which was $150,
Nah,
was free.
See the thing what people fail to realize about Fred, because I've been around him long enough to know, his jokes often get him things for free. So I've been to Nick's one time, and I'm sitting there, and he ranked on everybody at the bar, and the guy was like, "Oh no, y'all good? It's on the house." I was like, "Well, damn, having Fred with us say these jokes, they feel sorry for us and give us free food." So he think he can go everywhere and do that because he rank on you. Oh, I can take this.
This means free.
Yeah.
When somebody hand you something like this,
Somebody hands you
Jason
something.
handed me the sweater like this with two hands. That mean free. to me.
So if you hand it with one, it's
That mean give it back.
okay.
That mean give it back.
So that's Jason's fault, really.
It's Jason's fault.
It's Jason's
And don't be
fault.
texting me late at night talking about where the sweater at. All right? The sweater with me. All right? That's where the sweater at.
Sounds like your fault, Jason. I don't know.
Oh my God.
Oh, so you're lying.
The sweater was not sitting on the desk because we
Always.
was already at the desk. They put the sweaters on the desk.
Anna put the sweaters on the desk.
Yes,
She
Anna
did.
put the sweaters on the desk.
You just said Jason gave it to you.
And I was like, you know what? This free. You know how something smell free?
You see how quick that just changed from Jason giving it to him to Anna put it on the desk.
I just gotta keep an eye on you, Fred.
Hey,
Gotta
bro.
keep an eye on you.
Hey,
Right, yeah. So we got sidetracked.
boy-
Quick
sneaky.
hands.
Quick hands. All right.
Quick hands.
So Detroit Lions preview.
Yeah.
Fred, you were starting us off with something. I don't remember what it was.
Basically, he was saying that,
oh, yeah, we're banged up.
Last
We're
year when
switching.
we played them in the second round. That was what? That was called the what game?
the NFC Championship game.
NFC Championship game. Okay.
No, we played them
No,
before
we played-
the NFC Championship. We played
Yeah,
Philadelphia in the NFC
played
Championship
NF
game. We just played them in the second round of the playoffs.
Second round of playoffs. That's what I was trying to say before we
Because we
started.
played
Sorry,
Tampa.
yeah.
We played them.
Sorry, that's my bad.
No, I remember. I'm just saying I was trying
That's on me.
I was trying to allude to that, before saying that it was the NFC Championship game.
It's Jason said it's his fault, but it's I should know that. That's
All right,
my
no
fault.
problem. But what Fred was saying was we came into that game riding high with all our soldiers last year.
Yeah.
They had a lot of guys down.
They had guys
But they
down.
still went out there and played some good football.
Yeah.
So Fred said that they are us
From
this
last year.
from last year,
Yeah,
and we are them.
yeah,
But I'm
big.
saying, hopefully we can equal the play that because they came out and played us well.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh,
Despite,
yeah, that's what you're saying. Yeah.
despite having so many
I mean,
guys
people
down.
gone. Yeah.
So I would love to see our performance match their performance from last year, but it's almost kind of,
But as us playing ex-players, when you beat a team like that, do you feel like we got their number?
A little
No matter
bit.
what going on?
Nah, I don't feel that way. Bro, I'm one of those
There
guys.
are certain teams though that you felt like. I remember when I was here, like I felt like we could beat them I don't know. It's just like,
by saying that, oh, we're facing this team. There was teams that I was like, okay, we got them this week. Like I'm not sitting there questioning if it's going to be a game that we're going to take a L. I don't think from watching us play them last year and the way we won the game that we could come into this game automatically thinking that we have
because we turned the ball over so much and stuff like that.
They're a dominant force. They was a good team, well put together, well coached team. Now I understand they have their D coordinator and OC elsewhere, and so these guys are probably not. They don't equal out.
Dan Campbell's still there. That's the only thing that matters.
And he's almost as equal as what Dan Quinn is to us over here. What I mean?
No, they are the same dudes.
Yeah, so.
They the same dudes. And I like them for that. I like ex-athletes. I like guys that been there before, felt the pressure before, to tell me what the pressure is and what it's about. So, and the fighting Dan Campbell's of Detroit, they going to come in here roaring. They going to come in here ready. They just coming off a loss to the Minnesota Vikings. All right, so they bitter. They got the bitter beer face anyway.
It seems like every week we get a team that's coming off a loss.
Yes.
That's better than what they showed the week before.
Yeah.
Lord have mercy.
Like everything's falling in line for this to be one of those years.
Yeah.
Nothing goes right.
It's been one of those years already. That's me.
I will say this, and again, this is on the season about the Detroit Lions. They are not as good offensively as they've been when you look at some of the advanced metrics, okay?
Because Ben Johnson is missing.
That's right. So let me just say this. They had a really good game against the Bears where they absolutely worked them over. Yeah. Like just beat their ass, excuse my French, okay?
Mauled them.
Then they played the Ravens, who were bad at the time, and put up a ton of yards on them. Outside of those two games, they have been very middling. So their statistics at the moment are, I would say,
inflated,
slightly inflated. Because when you watch them, they're not running the ball super efficiently, right? Again, everyone's going to say, oh, Logan, there was an explosive Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown run versus Tampa Bay. That is true. But outside of that run, he's averaging like 3 yards a carry. You know what I'm saying? And it's because the offensive line, they've got 2 new guards. Right?
Center retired.
Yes. And so that all 3 of those guys in the interior are new. Yeah. You can see it. You can feel it. They're not playing badly, but kind of the same thing we were talking about. They're not quite on the same page.
They ain't found their way.
So the guy they really lean on is Jared Goff. And we've seen that Jared Goff, while he is playing very well at the moment, has moments where he will turn the football over.
He'll go to the Gulf of Mexico.
What is it? Gulf of Mexico?
Yeah, Jared Gulf of Mexico.
Jared Gulf of Mexico. Okay, I got it. But so what I'm saying is they are good.
Yeah.
They're not as good as they have been offensively. They're still explosive, but there is a little bit of a regression this year. And I think that offensive line health, can't run the ball as well. More on Jared Goff. He's done a great job. But again, I think if you wanted to win this game, I think that's the game flow that you'd want. Now, can we, as the Commanders, go out and stop the run? Yeah. We've had a hard time with that this year.
Yeah.
So can we do that? That's my kind of big question going in.
Yeah. I think we got to play bend but don't break with this team.
I love it, yeah.
I think you got to understand that the one thing about Jared Goff, he's very accurate, but guess what? As a defensive line, I know where you're going to be at.
Yeah.
All right, and that's going to could be your fatal downfall because you're not going to waggle this guy. You're not going to get him outside the pocket. Everything he's going to do is be inside the pocket. It's going to be with timing. And so can I disrupt? Like, the question is, guys, do you think we got the intestinal fortitude to walk up and press Jameson Williams and St. Brown and try to disrupt them?
I'm going to stop you right there. Maybe Jameson Williams because he's not the most technical route runner, but I don't want to touch Amon-Ra St. Brown. I want to. He is excellent right now. Yeah, he is Jackson Smith and Jigba before.
He's JSN before JSN.
Yeah,
I mean he gonna work. He work you outside, inside, across the field.
So
down
to
the
me,
field.
I think I agree with what Fred said. Like, let's play a little bit of soft zone.
Jameson Williams, you can play with him because you'll get in his head. You know, he can blow.
He's bound to do something.
He gonna do something wrong. I don't care if it's giving you 3 pumps or throwing the ball at you. He gonna do something.
You see, they threw a flag on 2 pumps this week.
Yeah, I saw that.
Them zebras, man, they have on a year too. You talking about us having a year? They having a year.
First of all, the NFL gonna have to get this right with the referees. They're gonna have to get this right because we got these Egg Hockey juniors out there.
Yeah,
everybody buff. Everybody they getting that star power. We're going to have to get them in line. Yeah. Like, they're going to have to call these games the right way. And by the way, St. Brown reminds me of a faster Hines Ward.
Yeah. I like that comp, actually.
No, he is a faster Hines Ward that can really get at it.
Probably because he's tough. I don't really see the Hines Ward because Hines Ward was a bigger dude. Hines Ward is just different.
But they're just tough. Like, I think the toughness.
Probably because he's tough. You can kind of give him that, yeah. It's somebody I see him as, but he's dynamic, regardless of who he remind you of. And the way we've been in the secondary, bro, we got to put hands on somebody.
Yeah. So to me, it's the bend but don't break thing. I think is so true.
Yeah.
Like, because again, like Jared Goff throws interceptions versus zone coverage historically.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. So can we do some of that?
And then he doesn't play as well outside that dome either. You know what I mean?
No, in that grass, not so good.
He's a different quarterback.
So I do think there is a path to victory. It is going to be challenging because, like, Amon-Ra St. Brown is balling. Sam Laporta has been balling the past couple of weeks. Jameson Williams has been quiet, but again, he's like an explosive player.
But I did read that the offensive coordinator said it's time for us to get him involved.
Of course
and they would do it this week.
Of course he did.
All right.
My question is, can we offensively get back to our run game? You know what I mean? And I feel like when you watched us last week, we've had a committee thing going on all year, and then it got to the point to where we've been leaning, giving giving Bill enough carries so he can get going. Which he still shows you, man. Look, he's a arm tackle away from jumping a couple of those runs from last week. But it's strange to me that when Rodriguez get in there, man, it's just like.
Just change of pace, man.
He shows you, like, Coach, you should have did this earlier. So I'm not against none of those guys getting more or less. You know what I mean? I just want to see us get back to it how we was earlier this year. And I think it all starts up front. It's not just the running backs alone. It's the guys up front. And I feel a game of Cosme's been back, 2 or 3 games now?
Yeah.
So he should be getting his legs back. You know what I mean? I need to see these guys up front, man, pushing some guys down.
Move some people.
And I think,
man, we got to.
Tanner, that's a really good take because, like, when you watch the Minnesota game, they didn't run the ball super well, but they were able to find some explosive chunks on the ground. And I think when you look at the defense, the interior defensive lineman, like Aleem McNeil is his name, he's struggling a little bit. He's not playing as dominant as he was. DJ Reader's playing fine, but I see people kind of moving him off the spot.
Yeah, you can do that with that defensive line. They built for pass rush, and that's the reason. This defense almost reminds me of the Colts when Peyton Manning was there. They was built to play with a lead.
I don't know if those. I know the Colts had 2 dynamic rushers, but this one by himself, Hutchinson's
Hutchinson's a dude. And he just got 180.
He's a mother by himself. So I don't know if they scared me like Hutchinson scared me. But looking at that dude, he got a motor.
But yeah, I'm glad you brought that up because like they're when I say they're struggling, like they're still playing well, and you see guys exploit this one area. It's just the thing that I come back to is like, can we exploit that area? Because what you don't want to do is go like 2nd and 10, then Aiden Hutchinson's back there like, all right, Josh Connerly, like let's figure this out, which I don't want. So I think they present a bunch of different challenges, but I have seen teams run the football on them. Can you do that consistently is the question. Their linebackers are playing pretty good. They're a little bit banged up in the secondary, and again, they play so much man coverage. Like it's crazy. It's almost psychotic how much man coverage they play. So they put those guys on an island. Can we find something? Bunches, shifts, speed motions to get the press off and just give those receivers an opportunity to catch the ball. Catch the ball. Like, because that's what it comes down to. Like, basically the formula that teams have employed to slow us down, which is play man coverage, add a guy in the box.
They already do.
They do it all the time.
Naturally.
And they're pretty good at it. So, like, can we handle the pressure that they bring on 1st and 2nd down? Can we handle the all-out pressure they're going to bring on 3rd down? We got to run the football to do that. And then can we get someone in this offense to win versus man coverage? Those are the talking points to me when we're talking about the offense. Is there anything else you want to?
No. You're going to have to – we're going to have to win one-on-one. That's something that we haven't been doing this year that we did last year is win your one-on-one matchup and your one-on-one battle. It creates – it adds to the whole sum of the whole. And we just haven't been doing that. Tanner brought it up. let's get back to 12 play, 13 play drives. Like, let's get to the point where
That's hard living, though, man.
I know it, but when the other offense gets on the field, they feel like they got to play catch up.
Yeah.
They've been on the sideline the whole damn game.
It is important, yeah.
Yeah, no, it changes the urgency of a team. Like, if we get 2 13-play drives, Jared Goff gonna feel like, I ain't been on the field. We ain't been on the field. We need to score.
Maybe he's pressing a little bit.
Yeah. And I watched teams press all last year because we was doing it.
What's crazy is, we get, I guess you can say, coincidentally, we get Mariota back. It's crazy how, you see what I'm saying? It's crazy how that musical chairs of quarterbacks and just players, periods, is going on for us. But the last time we saw our offense move up and down the field, especially in the first drive of the game, was against Kansas City, and Mariota was the quarterback. What they was doing then, I think the element of both our quarterbacks have that element. But I feel for some odd reason this year it's been working for Mariota like tremendously because when he gives them that threat
you can
of
run
running
your second screen quarterback a little bit more reckless than your first screen.
Not to say it's probably reckless. That's just his way of doing things.
Yeah.
I think they don't give him that because he's a little long in the tooth now.
Yeah.
And he surprised you when he out there and like, oh man, he just took it. You know what I mean? He just went on ahead and lulled me to sleep with this doggone RPO. And before you know it, he's 12 yards downfield. But that's what I want to see. I want to see us be able to be effective with what we do best.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? So if running them RPOs is going to have them second guess and not be able to tee off on us, he hand it off sometimes, he don't hand it off sometimes. He don't hand it off sometimes and hit you down the field with a pat. Like, we have to get creative a little bit at doing what we do best. And that's what I want to see.
Yeah. And just to kind of give another little bit of analysis on that, you know what kills RPOs is man coverage.
Yes.
So, like, we got to get them out of that a little bit.
Yeah.
To run the RPO. The zone read's pretty good versus that. But, again, you have extra people in the box because you're in man coverage. You have some for someone for the quarterback. Like, when the ceiling gets tight in these man coverage looks, all RPO zone read gets a little
the window closes
dicey in terms of execution. So we got to find something to get them out of that and get us in looks. Because again,
Can we start fast?
Well, the other thing I was going to say too to you, Fred, is like one of the things that we really like carried the team last year was quick game because we were seeing so much zone because of Jaden Daniels. And now teams are just like, bump it. We're playing man.
We're playing man.
So the quick game's gone. The RPO is much more difficult. The zone read's gone. So we got to find what's the next easy button. Yeah. And I think that's going to be kind of.
And I think it's intermediate passing.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's deep, the 15-yard dig.
And then can we protect it, right? Like,
but there go the question.
Yeah, those are the things.
Can the offensive line hold up to get to that? All right, like, but I think that's the next level. All right, let's back these guys off. Let's run some 9-yard digs, 15-yard comebacks, stuff like that.
Did you watch the Minnesota game?
Yeah, I did.
I mean, that's what McCarthy did.
Yes.
Right? Like, he's taking some shots. He's putting the ball down the field. Guys are making plays.
Just eating.
And I'm like, you can win versus these guys.
Yeah.
But then I'm like, oh, they have Justin Jefferson and Addison. And so you're like, do we have someone like that on the roster?
Yeah. We got people. They just ain't available.
So I think I'm curious to see. Cliff's got to get in his bag.
Yeah.
Got to figure something out.
He's going to have to beat him with the pen.
That's why he's in there and we're in here because he's got solutions that we don't.
He's going to have to beat him with the pen.
But I think that's a.
All right, let me ask you this.
Yeah, okay.
A predominantly man-to-man team, kind of aggressive.
Yep.
Do you bring out the draw in the screen game?
So did you Minnesota game, watching the film, all out pressure, J.J. McCarthy checks to a slammer screen.
Yeah.
Just like he's turning 2 at second base, gets that thing out there to the running back.
Yeah.
Ends up being a 20-yard gain. So I think, yes, absolutely. Let's get that. We haven't really seen that from the offense this year.
No, that's what I'm saying. Not a lot of running back screen, not a lot tight end screen. Like, I'm talking about screening everybody, not just wide receivers. I'm talking about, all right, we got to get off this thing where Debo got to catch all the screens.
Yep.
Like, we have to stray away from that, all right? Yeah. Like, Bill can catch screens. Ertz can catch screens. Like, other people can catch screens. All right. So all I'm saying is open the whole offense up and make everybody available.
Yeah, I've been saying we have too many receivers and other, key, I guess you can say, skill guys that we should be able to run every play that we run. It should be a backup that can do the same thing. It should be a guy that's not the starter or a guy that's not getting those touches that can do the same exact thing because you got to keep this defense honest. You got to keep them honest. And if I got to have Debo in the game to run every motion and all that looks, I got to do that with another guy.
Jalen Lane.
You know what I mean? So we got to find a way to kind of,
even it out.
evening out, because I think that too allows defenses not to tee off on us.
Yep.
And I feel like when they don't see certain guys in the game or don't see certain guys, and they just like, all right, we finna pierce our ears back.
Yeah.
We got to find a way, you know what I mean, to use these guys. And that's some of the things that makes you scratch your head. I'm like, wow, like, it's supposed to show you like how when you're missing a guy too, how things could drastically change. You know what I'm saying?
It's a big deal. We're excited for the game. You never know what's going to happen, so we can't wait to watch it this Sunday. And that's going to do it for our Detroit Lions preview, but we got to pay some bills.
More
And right
bills?
now we're in a neck-and-neck race in this read-off.
So they say.
So they say. So, Tanner, you want to start us off?
West Virginia.
Oh.
I'm not finna ad-lib. I'm giving them no help this time.
All right, team. Listen up. The countdown is on for the ultimate fall showdown in West Virginia. Lees are switching jerseys from green to gold, ready to light up the hillside. If you want the best seat in the house for the end of the season spectacular, it's time to hit the country roads and make your move to West Virginia for some serious leaf peeling. Don't drop the ball to this one. West Virginia.
Dude, that was pretty good.
All right.
All right. You're nervous. You're nervous, though. He put the pressure on you.
How do you feel when you switch to Geico
He lost already.
and save on your car
You're in his
insurance?
head.
It's like finding that parking spot in front of that outdoor cafe when you're meeting some of your old friends from college and you're about to parallel park in an oh-so-tight spot.
Okay.
And then everyone in the cafe stops and watches Fred Smoot. All right? And I nailed it. All right? It's like parking, baller that you are. Nobody clapped, but you know that they really wanted to. Yep, switching and saving with Geico feels just like that. Get more with Geico.
Yeah.
I think that speaks for itself. I'm not going to comment on that anymore. All right. It's time for Hell Yeah.
And hell no.
And this is brought to you by our new intern, Amanda.
Amanda.
So
Are you going to do any of your reads? You got 2 reads to do.
I know I'm doing it. This is the Army. I do it right now. It's brought to you by the U.S. Army. You just cut me off before I was getting my thing. Be tested, but not just on paper. Be strong and more than muscle. Be courageous and supported by a mighty team. Be all you can be. Visit GoArmy.com to learn more.
What I'm talking about.
You just let Ed O'Bannon and a lot of UCLA guys. You let a lot of guys.
Why you bring up Ed O'Bannon?
Ed O'Bannon and Toby Beverly, all them guys. You let them all down right there. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, my God. I thought that one was pretty good, though. That was all right.
I'm just saying, man. You know
how
UCLA is a very good school.
You know how Logan come, man. He gonna come how he come.
Well, he's the dumbest boss. That's what we do know.
It is true. That is a true statement. I know it might surprise a lot of you, but it's true. All right, so Amanda asks, or I guess hell yeah, hell nah.
Yeah, intern Amanda.
Yeah, intern Amanda. Will Marcus Mariota throw for 250 yards plus hell yeah, hell nah?
For us to win this game, he's going to have to. All right, for us to win this game and stay competitive in this game, he's going to have to. So you ask me, Fred Smoot, who is he going to throw 250 yards to? All right, Zach Ertz for 70. All right, let's just say Jalen Lane finally gets out and catch that first bomb that he's just been waiting on. All right, let's go 65 yards. All right, screen game. I told you I want to bring that in there. 80 yards off a screen. Yes, we can get to 250. I think he can get to 250. If we're going to win this game, he's going to have to get to 250.
Yeah, it's a slew of guys he can throw to. I ain't got to name them, but something got to give sooner or later. And I'm tired of sitting here saying that we ain't got this person. We know we ain't got him.
Yeah.
Next guy, look, we got a couple of guys that we just got in, last week?
Yep. Traylon Burks, yeah.
It's time to show up, baby.
Yeah, and so one thing about when you play versus man-to-man coverage, you can give up explosive plays defensively. And so what we need is a couple explosives, and if we can get a couple, right?
You can win.
Something here, something there.
1 a quarter.
And I think if we do that, he'll throw for 250, and we can win this game.
Yeah.
I'm going to say
hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Right. Will the defense, this is interesting now, will the defense hold the Lions to less than 4 touchdowns, field goals included?
I hate to say it. Hell nah.
They ain't.
So would that be 28 points, 27 points?
One touchdown a quarter.
So, Fred, you were just talking about playing bend but don't break defense.
Bend but don't break.
So they're going to move the ball.
Yeah.
They're going to move
But you don't want nothing to get behind.
Don't let it get behind you.
Don't
Let's
let it
get
get
them in
behind.
the red zone. Couple field goals.
I'm going to go against Tamer.
You ain't got to agree with me.
No, I'm going to go against Tamer.
Your delivery was class.
I'm going to go against Tamer. And I'm going to say, you know how you have that funky game, that one game a year where everything just goes well for you?
Yeah.
As a group?
I think this is it.
Maybe this
But
game.
so 27 points is a lot of points, right?
Yeah.
But can you just keep them from getting an explosive play? That is the question.
Have you seen Jamar Gibbs run?
So the last couple weeks they've scored less than 27 points.
Yeah.
Right? I think.
Yeah.
If I'm not
because
mistaken.
the Vikings just held them.
Yeah, 23.
Yeah, tight game.
And then I think it was 27 versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Yeah.
So like it's
feasible.
Teams have done it.
It's feasible.
Tana, I'm not.
But
no,
they
I'm not,
they not us.
Don't say anything, Tana. Don't say anything.
Okay.
They ain't missing the people we miss. All I'm saying is this. All right, we gonna win this game 35-30. That means they scored 4 touchdowns.
I'm with you. So I'm going to say hell no also. But there is, if we can play the bend but don't break style and we can hold them to a couple of field goals, just needs to be a couple. Let's say, because if we're running the football, let's talk game flow here. If we're running the football, it's a 7-possession
It's
game.
running the clocks.
Yeah, if it's a 6-possession game, which when you run the football, it's a short game, it can be. They're going to run the ball too. 6-possession game, just need to hold them twice to a field goal. And you got a shot.
Nah, this is what I'm
or
saying.
3 times.
We
3
need
times.
the football guys to help us on this one.
Yeah.
We needed the rain, hurricane, and a tornado to be over Northwest. we need the weather guys.
So you say hell yes, then they can hold them. I say hell no. Carry on.
I said we can hold them with the help of a hurricane, a tropical storm. Like it's a couple of things.
And
you
we
can mix
just
up
being
in there.
funny. And we just being funny. But like to answer that question, hell yeah.
You said hell yeah.
You said hell yeah. You said hell yeah, they can stop them.
Yeah, I'm saying hell yeah with the help from the football guys.
And I said I spoke my piece.
Dude, so
Hell
funny.
no, what you and you?
No comment. All right.
The Philly 5.
All right.
Filth.
But you know who does well with the weather, Fred?
Who?
U.S. Army.
All right.
They say your work defines who you are Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. You're clocking in. But what happens on the weekend? What happens to your time? You could take it easy. Or you could use that time to get better. In the U.S. Army, we think differently. Your time should be used to improve the skills you don't have, to learn something you don't. To
Yep.
push yourself in new ways, Fred.
Yep.
Because it's those days that truly define who you are. That's how you make progress. That's how you make an impact on the world around you. It's your time. How you spend it is up to you.
Yep.
It's your time. The U.S. Army Reserve, Fred.
I almost
No!
was gonna be all I could be.
Every week. This is
Yeah.
what he says.
I almost
He's gonna be in the
listen. I was almost private
He
smooth.
just messed my whole salute.
I was almost private
He's over there
smooth.
telling them lies and quotations. Lies!
Listen, I can see me right there in that foxhole, holding it
please.
down in the midst of it.
Boy.
I almost did it.
Yeah.
Private smooth.
3 weeks in a row.
Almost ain't good enough.
Yeah.
3
it's
weeks
good
in
in
a row.
horseshoes.
Just remember, guys, this is the same guy who said Hogsworth last week.
Yeah.
I attended
He
it.
was in the Army and he went to Hogsworth. Not Hogs.
Hogsworth.
Yeah.
Fellas.
All right. Last one. Okay. You guys nervous? I'm a little nervous.
I'm not. Never been nervous in my life.
Intern Amanda really made these tough.
Yeah.
All right. Is this a must-win game?
Every game in the NFL is a must-win game.
Preach.
Yeah. I like that take.
Why are you so sweaty?
What he say? Lord have mercy. Pause, man. Pause. Don't even touch me. You just touched his hand into my love juice. I don't know what he talking about over there, man. This dude here, man, get him out of here. Get him out of here, man. This dude, man.
What is wrong with you?
Every game is a must win.
Every game is a must-win game.
And right now, every last game we got left is a must win.
Hey, everything is a must-win in the NFL. Like, we only have 17 games. Like, I don't know why people don't think that all of them is must win. All of them is must win. But we know the reality is you're going to lose some. Yeah. That's the reality of it. But the must win part, this is not the NBA. This is not baseball with 160 games. Must win is 17 games a year. I must win all of them. The only team that did that was the Miami Dolphins. That's why they pop champagne every time a team come up short.
Couldn't have said it better myself. I'm going to say hell yeah, because everyone is a must-win. Tana, sounds like you agree?
Hell yeah.
All right, that's going to do it for today's show. Thank you so much for being with us, and we're here for you during these tough times.
With the Army.
That is right. Be all you can be with the Army.
Not with Fred Smith.
That's it.
I was part of it.
We're done. The Command Center podcast was filmed at the Big Bear AI Command Center studio. Big Bear AI offers mission-ready AI for a rapidly evolving world, proudly protecting the Washington Commanders and its fans.